Alright, solving the murder of the big fat man floating around. Back to the police headquarters.
Tyrell Grav Test Lab.
Tyrell Grav Test Lab. Here's the shooter. Yes, man.
The earring was shaped like an insect. I didn't know much about jewelry, but it looked like junk to me. Like the cheap crap sold at the stands and shops of Anemoid Row. Give me a hard copy of that.
I didn't even notice the earring. I was looking at his face and the scar. That's why I'm no detective. Doggy. Ooh, look at that collar. Ricky.
The dog collar has a name on it. Ricky, maybe?
Give me a hard copy of that.
What's this? A lot of junk around. That's a nothing. How about a bone? Probably just a bone. Very sensual looking bone. Milk crate.
A takeout box from Kingston Kitchens.
Give me a hard copy of that.
A lot of food mysteries, a lot of food clues. Okay. I think that's all we can get from here. Unless we can focus on this guy, but we already know everything we need to know about him. Okay. The guy's head, the dog, and the crate. Good to go. Wonderful. Now we go talk to Bryant. How cool is this, eh? I love the sound. Like, they just nail the ambient sound of this high of a roof. I love the light and the shadows coming through here, and the motion that they have. Looks so good.
Hey, pal.
Is that how he talks to everybody?
Hey, pal.
If this was an old Sierra point-and-click game, they would definitely give you the option to have a game over at any point. You just bring your gun out and shoot somebody. The way the camera comes down to it's like it is a scene from a movie, as opposed to a living world that the game characters inhabit.
Bryant go on permanent leave and you get full use of the office, Lieutenant?
You'd be amazed at how accommodating a man can be after his hemorrhoids get lanced. You really been surprising the troops around here, kid. Gaff says you worked that retirement like a champ.
Just doing the job.
Yeah, well, don't get too cocky. Those sixes can be damn unpredictable.
That I know.
Payments is wiring the advance to your account as we speak.
How much?
Couple hundred chinion. Enough to buy a sandwich or two. We gotta hold back the rest until the lab does the autopsy. Paperwork, you know. Shouldn't take more than a couple of days.
So the check's in the mail.
Hey, don't worry. The boys upstairs want to keep our best and brightest happy. Any idea what you want to spend it on?
I was thinking maybe a companion for my animal at home.
Forget that. Buy yourself something nice. Once you start carving up that juicy bacon, kid, the taste never goes away. The great things in life, believe me, you'll just be wanting more and more.
I don't really understand the advice, but I'll take it.
The goons over at the Tyrell building wouldn't let me talk to their boss. Maybe you can set up a meeting.
Anyone else in that whole company who knows anything?
Huh, you and I both know it's a one-man show over there.
I'll give it a try, kid. I'll have to pull some strings, so don't go in there half-assed. Make sure you got some legit questions for the resident genius.
Appreciate it, Lieutenant.
Oh,
Get out of here before I throw my desk at you.
Huh, I like that they give you the option to green this stuff, so you want to know what it is.
Get out of here before I throw my desk at you.
But he's not having any of it. I wonder if these microphones are all like for decoration or for talking to different departments. Cool. Well, I think we're going off to Tyrell Corp. Here we are, baby. Look at that. Again, directly ripped from the movie, but done well. There she is. The real Rachel.
Beautiful, isn't it?
Sounds like her too, Sean Young.
The owl or the view?
Both.
The view's amazing. The owl, well, artificial things never did that much for me.
It's a flawless replica. We used a real one as a model.
Owls are extinct. Who told you the model was real?
Dr. Tyrell?
He's wrong, or lying. Check your Sydneys.
Eldon wouldn't make up something like that.
You're Tyrell's assistant?
Yes, I'm Rachel. Dr. Tyrell is very busy. I'm fully familiar with all Tyrell operations.
He does know I'm a cop, right? Blade Runner unit?
Dr. Tyrell has already met with one Blade Runner today and has important business to attend to. Your department should coordinate its efforts better.
Yeah, but
You may speak to me or you may leave. I can't offer you any other choices.
fair enough. I wanted to ask about Marcus Eisenduller.
I can't tell you who killed him if that's what you're asking.
We've already got a suspect. What I want to know is why the killer would be interested in replicant DNA information.
That's a stupid question.
Oh yeah? Why's that?
Your suspect is obviously a replicant, a very dangerous one.
I thought replicants were safe, more human than human. Isn't Dr. Tyrell pushing to make it legal to use rep labor to clean up the kipple?
Are we here to discuss corporate policy or Marcus Eisenduller's murder?
A little of both. You heard about the moon bus hijacking? Yeah, I guess you would have. 50 people dead.
You can't blame...
I'm surprised you aren't out doing spin control. The public gets nervous when your pets wander around the city without a leash.
Replicants aren't pets.
Right. Pets live longer and don't go around killing people.
Ooh, burn!
There are safeguards in the design.
Yeah, I've seen the data. Implanted memories, a 4-year lifespan. I'd probably get a little crazy too, but I don't think I'd start killing people.
Wouldn't you?
As I explained to Mr. Deckard earlier, I've given the Nexus 6 model a past. I've given it the purity and innocence of childhood, and all the joy and despair that comes with a real existence. That's hardly a death sentence. That's life.
I thought you weren't meeting with any more Blade Runners today.
Well, I decided to make an exception. Mr. McCoy, isn't it? You do understand the need for the Nexus 6 to have an identity.
Not really. No. I do see why a replicant who has an identity would want to steal Eisenduller's files.
Please, enlighten me.
They want more life.
They're wasting their time.
They're gonna come for you, just like they came for Eisenduller.
I have nothing to fear from any of my children. I tell them all exactly what I told you. Have I given you what you came here for?
I'm not sure. Yeah, maybe.
Then if you'll excuse me, I have a stockholder meeting to attend.
So that's Sean Young doing Rachel's voice, and the original Tyrell doing this guy's voice, who sounds a little bit older, but I think he sounds way more like New York Street, as opposed to in the movie back in the 80s. He's more, I'd say, posh, more controlled, more elegant. And this one, yeah, I give you what you came for, yeah. Or maybe he's turning on the attitude to get you to go. I guess that's it. Pretty cool they got them to come back. I guess It seems like so long ago, because when did the movie come out? In the early 80s. So, to 90, 10 years, 2000, like, holy shit, like almost 30 years ago. Oh, when this game came out in 1997, it's like 15 years after. What a beautiful area. I guess that's it. Speak to Rachel and then Tyrell. Back to the police headquarters. It says download interviews with Gregorian. Why would I have that?
Lockup. Ground floor.
Let's see if it's there. Apparently Gregorian is the same guy that played the first one that he does the Void Comp Test too in the movie. Sort of like weird long guy. Ask him about no, Harrison Ford doesn't interview him. Somebody else is interviewing him about like tortoises. You see a bee, a wasp. You flip the tortoise over. You ever seen a turtle? It's kind of like that.
Uploading personal clue database.
Maybe something in this
Downloading
walkthrough is
mainframe clue database.
out of order in a way.
Clue database transfer complete.
Mainframe. Okay. Mainframe. Download interviews with Gregorian. And it says go to the basement. See, I wouldn't have known to do this. But I've seen in the walkthroughs they mention, like, things can be kind of out of order depending on how you approach the game.
Are they letting me out?
I'm not the one who makes that decision.
I suppose it's my turn to bear the cross for the cause.
What cause? Who are you? Okay.
I really think my lawyer should be here.
So this is the Gregorian guy. So we do need to talk to him.
I got some more questions for you. Tell me about your protest at Tyrell's plant.
I already told that other detective everything. Under duress.
I want to know about the people who were there. The Rastafarian and the Asian guy with the sunglasses.
I don't know them.
Were they together?
They seemed to be. I saw them talking.
Before or after the explosion?
Before. I didn't see them at all after. That's all I know, I swear. I wouldn't even know where to find explosives. I'm not a violent man.
Of course you aren't. You just want to let replicants walk the streets.
They're not killers, detective. They're innocents. They just want to live a decent, productive life like you or me.
It's that simple, huh? Hey, pal. I got some more questions for you. Lot of people involved in your cause, Spencer?
Yes, sir, we're growing fast. As more and more people realize that replicants have cognitive and emotional legitimacy, the Citizens Against Replicant Slavery will spearhead the movement towards...
Save the pitch for someone who gives a shit.
We're peaceful people, detective. We live by a code that men like you could never understand.
Try me.
2 centuries ago, humans were held in slavery. Brave souls formed an underground railroad.
So, you help replicants escape the city.
I'm talking figuratively, detective.
Sure you are.
We're not children, detective. We have resources. The world is changing. People are waking up to the injustices perpetrated by a sick society that you have helped...
A lot of them will wake up dead if reps are allowed to run amok on Terra, jerk.
All right, let's do the Void Comp Test. The guide recommends saving it. Arrow down on the disk. New slot. VK test. All right, let's do it. Because you only get 10 questions to do this right.
I'm gonna give you a little test.
The other detective, she already tested me earlier today.
Uh-huh. Look, I gotta check out the equipment, and you're the only stiff around.
I object to this treatment. If you'll just call my lawyer, he'll take care...
Your lawyer would tell you I got the authority to VK the mayor if I want. And he'd have to smile and nod and kiss my butt until I cleared him. So sit down.
Okay, so we're looking for what? Changes in eye dilation, emotional response.
Reaction time is a factor in this, so please pay attention. Where do you live?
3rd sector, uptown.
Nice neighborhood?
Very. Is this going to take long?
Just keep your pants on, Spencer.
What are these ones for? Low intensity, medium intensity. Okay, can we calibrate it?
What do you do for a living?
I teach political science.
What's your name?
Spencer Gregorian. I really think my lawyer should be here.
All right, here we go.
Just
Low
keep your
intensity.
pants on, Spencer. Describe in single words only the good things that come into your mind about your mother.
Patient, brave, loving.
Medium.
You've been drafted into the Army. During a boot camp hazing, you're bound, blindfolded, and forced to eat worms.
Hazing's illegal.
Oh yeah, you're really worried about breaking the law. Wonder why I'm the one on this side of the bars.
Civil disobedience has a long history in our world.
So does genocide, but I ain't out butchering my neighbors.
High intensity.
You rent a mountain cabin. On the walls, someone has hung old maps and Currier and Ives prints. A deer's head is mounted above the fireplace. A full stag with developed horns.
I'd leave.
You're 7 years old. You managed to steal several marshmallows from the kitchen and sneak them back to your bedroom. You're caught, and your father spanks you.
Well, it sounds like I deserved it. But my father didn't believe in corporal punishment.
Out of the corner of your eye, you see a large black spider crawling up the wall.
I'd call animal services, of course. I wouldn't try to move it myself, not without proper equipment.
So I'm kind of just doing mixing it up, low, medium, high. I guess like the calibration is supposed to be that's the truth, and then how many times do they go out and around?
You pour yourself a drink. Every time you finish one, you have another until you vomit. You wake up hungover and depressed.
What's your point?
Just say whatever comes into your mind.
You're a brutish oaf and a murderer, and I am not an alcoholic.
There you go.
Okay.
You see an oversized book with pictures of exotic animals on the cover. The title is Big Game Hunting in Zaire.
And let me guess. Pictures of dead animals inside.
Curious, you flip it open. There's a picture of a man standing with his foot on a dead Cape buffalo. You find yourself fascinated. You keep paging through it, seeing picture after picture of animals laid to waste, each more gruesome than the last.
These questions are becoming predictable, Detective.
Maybe they were too intense.
Using the first words that come into your mind, describe your childhood.
Safe. Protected. Loved.
Your child comes home with a black eye.
I'd call the school.
You're at a restaurant with friends. One of them orders lobster. The chef drops the lobster into the tub of boiling water while you watch.
Are you trying to make me sick?
Positive result.
Positive!
Subject is human.
Oh,
Test terminated.
okay. We got a positive result, and he's a human. Good. So I don't know why that would make him a replica, because he
You
fluctuates
keeping
more
busy,
widely.
pal?
Please leave me alone. My migraine's acting up.
My migraine. All right, on to the next. Heading over to Animoid Row to check out the clue on the dragonfly. I guess I must have missed what Tyrell was talking about when he mentioned... They must have been the ones that mentioned the Gregorian guy. I was just sort of taking in the whole scene. Music, atmosphere, visuals, and trying to recognize the voices too.
You know who deals in insects down here?
You don't want insects? They're no good companion. But fish are good. I have every kind of fish for you. Blowfish, dorado, miniature sailfish. Very friendly.
No, thanks. I got a dog at home.
Fish just as good as dog.
No, my dog is real.
Real? Oh, you must make lots of money.
Let's get back to insects. Official LPD business.
Down that end of Animal Row, you see big green sign? You try there. Good luck with dog, friend. Hope he stays healthy.
Cheese.
Oh man, it's already pretty terrifying for you to have an animal now getting sick or hurt, twisted stomach or something. It could be a lot of animals. Yeah.
This your work?
Ah, dragon.
Dragon?
See? Anosoptera. Dragonfly, late of the American South Swampland.
You sell jewelry with dragonflies?
Item like that, very special significance. Very rare, senor. Estate item, and most likely part of large collection. Person must have plenty of money to obtain a collection.
More than I can afford.
You try Hawker's Circle. Might want to try for this. With luck, you may find.
If this is from a collection, I'm also looking for the other pieces.
I make you a deal. I found out where to get dragonfly jewelry. Then you buy a piece, right? For special lady friend? You come back later.
I'll do that.
You take care, chasing the dragon. Handsome man like you has lady friend, of course.
All my girl cares about is food and love.
Oh, how romantic. What is this girl's name?
Maggie.
Maggie. Ah, Maggie, senor. It's perfect, is it not?
It's kind of ugly, but you talked me into it. You hear anything yet about that dragonfly jewelry, like what I showed you before?
No, senor. My friend, he's asking for me. If you come back later, maybe I know something more.
Okay.
Might I interest you in a snake, noble one?
Not today, thanks. You know anything about insects?
I regret that I do not, noble one, save that I feed them to my snakes.
You do what?
Artificial ones, of course. The safeguards in the design of my snakes would not allow them to swallow a real insect.
I assume that this insect is already extinct.
They all died after the war, yes.
So the fakes must be pretty expensive.
If bought in bulk, the price is acceptable. They do not need to eat them, of course, but the added realism is worth every penny. Have you ever seen such craftsmanship?
Right now I'm more interested in the insect.
Perhaps you should ask the Peruvian woman next door. She's an expert on such things and will cut a wonderful deal to friends.
I need to ask you...
Certainly the LPD must have better things to do than to question a humble merchant over and over again about the same things. Why aren't you out arresting criminals like that disreputable Bob fellow?
Bob?
He owns the armament shop up the street. He's insane, noble one, insane. He takes peculiar pleasure in agitating all the vendors around here. I cannot even go out for a Cisco whoop without worrying whether Bob is going to sabotage my snakes.
Where's Bob?
Thanks for your time.
Where is Bob? Animal Bob. Some of these things, if I wasn't using a guide, I would think, how would I have known to... I guess you would just click on everybody, but multiple times. So you just click on everybody until
That a 45
they
blaster
repeat
under your
themselves.
coat, or you're just happy to be here?
You got good eyes.
They ought to be. They're the only organs of mine that survived the Phobos Wars intact.
Ray McCoy, Rep Detect.
Blade Runner, huh? How come I never heard of you?
I just got assigned.
Yeah, I'm kind of buddies with Davy Holden. How's he doing?
Word is he's gonna be okay.
That skin job must have been pretty damn quick getting by Davy like that. He's the best in the business.
He'll be back on the job soon. You sell any off-world stuff? Like Ender rifles?
Nah, I ain't seen anything like that in years. Wish I had one, though. The Endo was a real workhorse. Good stopping power, decent rate of fire. You looking? Gonna cost you a bundle, I'm afraid.
Not really. Somebody shot up Runsiter's shop with one.
Sucker had it coming. I'm sure of that.
Why's that?
Runsiter's always putting on those airs like he's better than everybody else. But he'll do anything for a buck. Sell anything to anybody. That's where I draw the line. If it's suspicious, it's out of here. Got no place at Bullet Bob's.
You know anyone who might sell Ender rifles?
There's one other guy around here who dips into that stuff. Got a pawn shop down the street. Goes by the name of Ezo. But who knows what the real title is?
Ezo, huh? Sounds like you don't like him.
I've been around here a long time, Ray. It always pisses me off when some dilettante sets up shop and tries to horn in on my action.
How long has Ezo been around?
He's brand new. He's a cold son of a bitch, too. I went over to introduce myself when he first moved in, and he practically ignored me. Said he was too busy to talk. Don't think I didn't consider kicking his ass, too.
You got any decent ammo for my piece?
You mean the good stuff? 'Cause I know them police-issue spitballs just don't cut it.
Not these days.
Yeah, I know how it is. If you want to drop a skin job, you need a little extra oomph. I got a few clips around here somewhere, if you got the chin yen for it.
Okay, let's have it.
Boom. Look at that. Is that like a hollow point or something? Explodes on impact? Give him the test.
How'd you feel about taking a little test?
Test? You mean the Voight Kampf?
Yeah, I don't think you're a rep, but I want to...
Hey. You don't have to explain. I always wanted to see the machine in action. Go on, set it up.
Reaction time is a factor in this, so please pay attention. Where do you live?
Downtown, 4th sector. Hey, this is great. Should I be sitting any special way?
Just relax.
So this guy's like twice as intense as the last one.
What do you do for a living?
I sell donuts. Come on, is the whole thing gonna be this dull?
Just answer the questions as truthfully as you can. What's your name?
Bob Gorski. This ain't no different than the DMV.
Just a sec.
Here we go.
Out of the corner of your eye, you see a large black spider crawling up the wall.
Where? They're worth a mint, even with only half their legs.
It's just hypothetical.
Hyper what?
There's no spider.
Well, why did you say so then?
So I guess the humans are the ones that have more of a
Your
like
child
a wild
comes
variance?
home with a black eye.
Badge of honor. He's a good kid. Everyone's got to get bloodied sometimes.
You see an oversized book with pictures of exotic animals on the cover. The title is Big Game Hunting in Zaire.
I'd burn the book.
Let me finish. Curious, you flip it open. There's a picture of a man standing with his foot on a dead Cape buffalo. You find yourself fascinated. You keep paging through it, seeing picture after picture of animals laid to waste, each more gruesome than the last.
So this is how this test goes, huh? You asking me sick questions.
It's designed to provoke you.
Is that right?
He's very provoked. So I guess if we were doing a replicant,
For
then
your
they wouldn't have the
anniversary,
wild swings
your
of going
spouse gives you a
way
real
above
goldfish.
or below.
I want a hamster.
Well, it's a fish.
She better damn well get me what I want.
Are you taking any drugs?
Hey, I get tested every week.
You suddenly feel the urge to commit suicide.
I guess I picked the right line of work.
What's the most embarrassing thing that ever happened to you?
I don't know. I busted up a guy's face once. He was in the hospital for 2 weeks. I meant to kill him, so that was kind of embarrassing.
They didn't have any reaction.
What do you think it's like to be a replicant?
Scary.
Really?
Hey, if every right-thinking citizen was out to waste my ass, yeah, I'd be scared.
You notice someone attractive across the room.
In your dreams, pretty boy.
Positive result. Subject is human.
Human.
Test terminated.
So
All
that's
right.
it.
Yeah?
Since you didn't shoot me, I must have registered okay.
Yeah, it was touch and go there for a while.
Well, you know, I think about skin jobs all the time. Try to get into their heads. Maybe that's what the deal is.
Interesting. I can't remember if that was 10 questions or not, but...
Hey, check out the man's database. Is that the standard model?
What, the Kaya? Yeah, it's department issue.
I could fix it up for you. Make it not quite so freaking standard, if you get my drift.
What for?
Hey, Ray, relax. I'm your pal, ain't I? You don't have to step soft around me. The department's been infiltrated, right? That's the only way Davy could have been taken out like he was.
Holden is good, no question.
When you hook into the mainframe, you always give them everything. But you don't always want them to know what you know. 'Cause then they'd know, you know? What do you say?
Sounds like a plan. Set it up.
There you go. Better than new.
All right. We can choose what we upload now.
I hear you've been waving guns around on Anemoid Row.
Who's been telling you that crap? That lying Egyptian snake oil salesman?
Hassan?
That's the one. I should have popped him when I had the chance. You want to know what really happened? I wanted to get my daughter a present for her birthday, right? I bought an iguana from that crook Hassan. And the damn thing ran out of juice just 2 days after I plucked down a shitload of chinyen. Son of a bitch wouldn't give me a refund. So I threatened to burn down his shop.
Sometimes you just gotta be philosophical about these things.
That's exactly what my wife says.
Okay.
Thanks for your time.
I guess we can go talk to Hassan now.
Thanks for your time.
Nothing. Okay, we got a whole new area here. Just down the road from the snake place and the dragon place. We need to find Kingston Kitchen. China bar.
I got a couple of questions for you, Captain.
First one's on the house. The rest you pay for. You want chit-chat, you hire a hooker. This ain't no social club. Nice bracelet, tough guy. Who's Maggie, your mommy?
She's a dog.
So is my wife, but I sure as hell don't brag about it.
Pour me one.
Just one?
One, but one good one. Pour me one.
Just one?
One, but one good one.
That guy feels pretty believable. The dialogue and the acting, performance. Some of these obviously have to do like Harvey. A bartender out in the open here. Dangerous place. Dangerous time. Especially dangerous with Kingston.
Step up, step up. Mama Isabella cook you something special. Put a glow in your cheek.
McCoy, LPD. Mind if I ask you a couple of questions?
Questions? They always need answers.
You send a lot of deliveries over to Marcus Eisenduller at the Tyrell building?
Eisenduller. Oh, Eisenduller, yeah. Let me tell you, that man can't eat.
Send anything over lately?
No, sir. No deliveries to him no more. Not since last month. He be way behind on his bill.
Not for a month, eh?
At least. No more till him pay up.
You may have a little trouble collecting. He's dead. This guy work for you?
No, but I wish he do. He be one fine-looking man.
You sure? Never seen him before.
I'd remembered him for sure.
That stew's looking tasty.
Fix you right up. Only 30 chinion. It put a spring in your step, man. The ladies, they be loving you.
When I was in Toronto, there's a Jamaican place where you get the Jamaican patties. All Caribbean Queen. I remember going in there. It's probably like 10:30. Maybe, yeah, it was late. And I go in. There's no real lights on. She's kind of in the back. She comes walking out and just looks at me. And I said, I go, "Are you open?" She goes, "Psst." That means, yeah, of course we're open. You think I would close? I'm here on it. I go, and I'm looking around. I don't see any food. I go, "What do you got? What can I eat?" She goes, "What you want?" Go, "I'll have some patties." Boom. Best Jamaican patties, man. Get a nice box of those. Stick them in your fridge. Oh, it's like pizza pops, but the real deal. I do love pizza pops. All right. So what did we learn? That guy didn't work here. We didn't really learn anything.
Thanks for your time.
All right. What's next here? All right. So it says we gotta find like some Ezo guy. Sure.
Excuse me, pal.
Not in. Alright, so we'll walk back. Yeah, I'm glad I'm playing this other guy. There's a lot of stuff I don't think I would have discovered. Like even this stuff... Oh, right by Rensselaer's. Oh shoot. We're not too far away from the action. Where did we just come from? Bullet Bob's. How do we get back to... Yeah, I guess we go down here. I think the only thing that looks kind of shit is the character models. They kind of look like the weakness from Metal Gear Solid, a game that came out in 1998, where the faces were just this blur of pixels, which I think fit a lot of the visual style that was going on in that game, so it worked, even though the faces were just sort of like a smudge of eyes and mouth. It was like a suggestion of what's going on here.
I need to ask you...
What are we looking for? A guy named Ezo?
McCoy, LPD. Ray McCoy, Rep Detect. Does this badge mean anything to you?
Somebody's standing outside of a shop. I like this song because it's sort of like old style Tin Pan Alley, but with some just like slight different kind of effects that would make it sound like it was made in a future
2 minutes.
version.
That's how much time I give every stranger that wanders in here off the street.
Sell a lot of stuff that way?
I don't encourage browsers. What impresses me are people who know what they want and are not afraid to pay for it.
What's the most expensive thing you got in here?
Value is a relative notion. What's significant to you might be meaningless to me.
And vice versa.
Everything here is guaranteed. The finest, most authentic anyone can get.
Then what happens? Okay, then talk to him, and then that was our 2 minutes, I guess.
Are you taking any drugs?
Shit, what do we do now? Alright, I did a few laps. Now he's outside again, so maybe... I think there's some other information we need to get.
Let me tell you what I want, and maybe I'll impress you.
All my paperwork is in order.
Doesn't matter. I don't read anyhow. What's your name?
Ezo.
You move a lot of valuable goods through here? Valuable and exotic?
How exotic?
We're talking exceptionally fine jewelry in the shape of a dragonfly.
They were so majestic. I remember them from my childhood, and that was the last time I've seen them.
It's very important that I find out about this. Can you help me?
If I see something, and you can match whatever my collectors will pay, it's all yours.
Thanks a million. How many illegal automatic weapons move through here?
Automatic weapons hold little mystique for me. That's why I don't sell them.
Then what are those things in your back room there?
Semi-automatic.
Big difference.
There was a time when men operated with a code of honor. Guns and rifles weren't necessary. The very presence of a sword was enough to ensure stability.
Well, times have changed.
Perhaps I can interest you in this camera. 100 years ago, it was a cherished item. Whole families sat for portraits.
I've seen plenty of photographs in my time.
Have you ever seen this?
And he's gone! Cool. Camera?
Locked.
Not anymore. It's got a guitar. So this is the guy they were telling us about at the other place. He's open up a pawn shop, causing that kind of problems. Pretty dangerous. Just he's got a police scanner. He's onto you. You crawl down here with your back to what's going on.
There were off-world rifles here and more. Grenades, explosives, modern rifles, even some police-issue restricted weaponry. Ezo wasn't some small-time fence, but a big-time arms dealer. The exact arms that renegade replicants would be looking for to survive in the big city.
Interesting.
Nothing else there.
Dun, dun, little, we got a little secret alley down here. I love the nice purple tones. This really dense light over here kind of looks like a cityscape from up on a plane. Oh, boo. Oh, God. I'm just gonna shoot everything.
That's impossible.
Okay. Every video game's gotta have some kind of sewer aspect, eh? What are we gonna do? Oh, nice ladder.
I am not about to have all my hard work obliterated just because you stumbled into my shop, Detective. Westerners need guns and hardware. All I need is will.
Oh! She shot right through me to
You
get
blew
that
your
guy.
retirement loot this time, Slim.
What are you doing here?
Tracking this piece of shit. What are you doing here besides putting your nuts on the chopping block?
Investigating Ezo. Maybe we should compare notes.
Maybe you should find another line of work. Just in case I'm not around to bail you out next time. I'll wait for the uniforms. Why don't you grab yourself a slice of quiche or something? And pick up a bottle of scotch for the real Blade Runner, will ya? Just kidding, Slim.
Cool. So it's saying that either she would have shot this guy, or he would either be shot by Crystal or captured. So I wonder if the difference is like us putting ourselves in a dangerous position. You know, maybe if we would have asked him the questions differently, or not been so close, or had our gun out maybe, then he wouldn't have been able to put us in danger like that. Interesting, right?
Nothing more to find.
That's it, eh? No! 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 Alright, so it says our next lead is to go down to the guys on DNA Road, which is our next cameo of the character in the original. Where's DNA Road? Whoa, way over there. We're to choose island. Your eyes. I make your eyes. If you could only see what his eyes have seen. Oh wow, nice. You'd think it would be kind of tough to make these areas look different, but I feel like this has a different feel of colors and geometry, architecture, and well, it looks like an odd place.
Not good time now. Come back later. 你個細蚊仔喺邊度啊？你喺呢度啦，咪快啲嚟呢度啦。咁靚仔。
I love all those tanks full of water.
你個 iris 呢真係大啦。
All those bubbles coming through there, which just kind of suggests that something's like being injected into it, or
deliveries to Rare.
And
LPD, I got a couple of questions.
Talk, always talk. You wait. You no take up time. Busy.
Marcus Eisendaler is dead.
Okay, we talk. Quick now. What you want?
You were close to Eisendaler?
Eisendaler? No time for him. No go to lab. Eisendaler test off-world gravity to work important organs. Visual center, you see?
Marcus is dead.
To work hard all night, all day, no stop, no break, no OT.
Did you hear me?
Of course I hear you. You think I'm deaf? Your time more important, man. Eisendaler dead. Miraji may be dead. You out chasing skirts.
Miraji?
You eat supper with Miraji every night, no fail. Sometimes Chinese, sometimes Indian, sometimes home cooked. Sometimes we go up and eat with twins.
Miraji didn't show. Did you call him?
Call. I knocked. 10 minutes ago. Door locked. No answer. Where you come from, huh?
What?
Nothing.
Tell me this.
Hey, wait. LPD, you there for something, huh? LPD? I'm very busy. Eyes won't wait for nothing.
It's true. I felt that way many times. Cool. I think the anxiety with these games is that I explore everything, that I miss one little clue that I'm going to have to come back and find. Alright, they said across the street, the guy. Locked door. So what, is that the door? Or is it over here somewhere? Across the street. Where's that the door?
What's going on? Who did this?
Help me, sir. Please, help me. It is going to blow.
Oh, shit.
Run!
Okay. Quick! What's it going after that? Doesn't even flinch. Are you okay?
Hold on. An ambulance will be coming.
You must warn the twins. Up there. Up the stairs.
The twins? Did they do this?
No. Tall man with dreadlocks. The bomber. And another with beard.
piercing eyes.
What did they want?
The DNA information. God forgive me. I told them about the twins.
Don't shoot. McCoy, Rep D-Tech, BR 61661.
What do you know about this?
Got a dead man here, victim of an explosion. His name was Miraji. He was able to give me a description of the two perps just before he bought the farm.
Yeah? They skin jobs? Or you just in the right place at the wrong time?
I'm practically waxing their tails, officer. I'm that close. But I don't have a lot of time. You mind,
mopping up here? Just do me a favor and kick some rep ass, okay? It's high time someone got them illegals off the street.
Appreciate it.
This is 32 Sector 3, reporting a homicide, possible act of terrorism.
It's interesting for them to use that kind of language, like illegals on the street, you know, them not belonging, calling it terrorism. Oh, the toy maker. Who are the twins?
I recognized the logo on the envelope. It was definitely Runsitter's animal sales, but I didn't expect to find hundreds of chinion inside. I didn't know what it was for, but I'd bet the farm it wasn't on Runsitter's books.
I think the guy that plays the toy man in the original makes an appearance in this as well.
Hello, Luther. Hello, Vance. You have no new messages and one saved voice-only message. Would you like to hear the saved message again?
Absolutely.
Hello, it's J.F. Sebastian.
Yeah, that's
I hope you guys are all right. I tried to talk to Dr. Terrell about your reemployment, but I haven't been able to get through to him yet. He's kind of angry, and you know what a cool customer he is. I don't know what happened between you guys, but I'm still trying. If you want to get together, I'm still at the Bradbury. I'll be here all night.
Message saved automatically. To delete, please state your deletion security number.
Not right now. Thanks.
The pleasure's all ours at Sino Bell.
I think I should have turned off that clown earlier. Okay, there we go. Good God.
Half the workspace was tidy, the other half a total disaster area. The tenants were clearly the oddest of odd couples. The vid phone was one of those old Zenith jobs, the last electronic tech that was still produced on this continent, in Mexico to be exact. No wonder the sucker was on the blink.
Okay. I think that's all we can do here. Nice. Another beautiful scene. Okay, go back and talk to the I-Man. Bad news, pal. Who's this guy? Come on. Who's this? Oh, no! Oh, there he is.
Hey.
Tough day, McCoy.
Hey.
You killed anyone yet?
I guess he's going to check on that dead body.
What you want? I'm busy.
Listen to me.
Busy. You not delivery man. You go away. Distraction all day long. Never stop. Loud noises on the street. Beep, beep, bong, bong, bong. Always make me drop eyes.
That'd be Dermo design burning to the ground.
Oh? What of Miraji?
He didn't make it.
You leave now, okay? Very busy. Must work.
The workaholic has feelings after all.
You mentioned twins.
Yes. Luther and Lance. Siamese twins. Live above Miraji.
Siamese?
They're genetic designers?
Were.
Till last month. Got the boot, shit can.
From who?
Big boss, who else? And if I didn't tell her, you go ask them. I waste no more time. You think I nose around everybody's business, huh?
Miraji's some kind of DNA designer?
Yeah, subcontractor like me. He funny though, like old movies. Miraji master chef. Twins go crazy when he cooks.
Marcus Eisendaler is dead. You might consider knocking off work early.
What Nexus 6 want with me, huh? I just do eyes. Busy, must make deadline.
I think this guy does a pretty good job of bringing this character back so many years later, not making it seem like a lot of these lines of dialogue could be so silly that they'd be really cringy and stupid, but I think he does a pretty good.
What's Sebastian been up to lately?
Sebastian? He do what always do, nervous system. Very important to Dr. Terrell.
Where do I find him?
He had old building down the alley. Bradbury Hotel, I think. You walk down the alley, you find it.
What about this Lance? What kind of guy is he?
Why, he like Luther, only different. Don't know which.
That's so?
One long hair, talk a lot, always make deal. Other more quiet, work much harder.
What kind of deals?
Sell this, sell that, no matter what weather. Like salesman. Very hard to take, no trust, no way.
Did Lance sell something to Runsiter?
Who? Never heard of Runsiter. No time for charades. Sound like this, sound like that, look like this.
Sorry to bother you.
Alright, let's go find Sebastian down the alley. The Bradbury. Look at that building in the background. Us with a twin lives. It's like such a cool use of these really like old, decadent, like these would still be here because they're so well built, and there's whatever war that probably had so many things destroyed. Good suspense.
So glad to see you.
It was some kind of freakish toy, half mechanical, half organic. Rep technology for sure, but no one was going to give me any retirement bonus for it. It was some kind of freakish toy, half rep technology for sure.
Two different ways to go. Looks like there's something on that table. Oh, there's somebody just going up that ladder? There we go. Chase him. Where'd they go? Oh, there we go. What's happening here?
That'll do, Sadiq. Enough!
Oh, you think he found us, man?
One of the design subcons must have talked. Unstable personalities, to say the least.
Told you we should have blown up the old block.
It would have created problems down the line.
We got problem now, man.
This one, he's not a problem. He's an opportunity. You're weak, my friend. I expected so much more from you.
I'm thinking our brother not hearing too good.
Oh, he hears us. Isn't that right, McCoy?
You ready to give up fruitless nightmare, man? Come back to family?
He doesn't have a choice. He never did.
Oh, nice. Big
Let me
cutscene.
kill him, man.
No.
We got no time to be patient. The gal, she's sick. She not gonna get no better.
That's where you're wrong, Sadiq. She will live.
Maybe. But this one, he got it coming bad.
Believe me, he's the least of our problems.
You're talking crazy. The hunter be dangerous.
A fool sees not the same tree a wise man sees.
I'm no fool, man.
You must have a little faith, my friend. Without contraries is no progression.
How can you trust any of their kind?
We have been manipulated by them, correct? Now they're going to see exactly what lies on the other side of the horizon.
I think with a character like this, you commit to writing like that, and now you're kind of stuck with it.
Catch me if you can!
Was that his dream?
How long have I been here, Lucy?
How do you know my name?
I saw your things at Runciter's. Did you feel bad when they killed those animals?
They were so pretty and sweet. I hoped Father wouldn't do it. But Mr. Runciter deserved retribution. That's what Father said.
Why?
'Cause he treated me bad. Like I belonged to him.
I'm sorry.
Are you really the hunter? Like Father says?
It's my job.
Why? What do you have against us?
Nothing, it's just the law.
Would you hurt me?
I promise you I won't.
Father will be back soon.
And that's where we're going to end it off. Let's save because you never know what's going to happen here. Pretty good. I think with these kind of games, I do need a bit of a break after a while, but I find the writing is great. Like, how many times do you play a game that's based on a movie or a movie based on a book, and they repeat some things? Like, you'll see recreations, like Ghost in the Shell, for example, the movie, the live action one. They take scenes from the anime, but they're in a totally different context, and then the outcome and the impact of it is a totally different emotion, because it feels like they don't even really understand the source material. But I think with this game, they really do understand what the book and the movie were trying to portray. This whole... It's simple. It's like you're dealing with a cyberpunk future where sort of corporations rule, humanity's negative impact on the world where animals are going extinct, how people would deal with that, and then the idea of playing God and creating replicant life that is similar enough to humans in that they have feelings and fear and thoughts like this girl's portraying, and then being somebody whose job it is to kill them because it's the law and to save others. And it just nails all of that from the original game. That's why it works so well from the original movie, and the book. That's why it works so well when they do take things from the movie, because they've already set up the consistent theming around it. So it's been really good. Looking forward to playing some more. I think playing with the guide, for the worst part about playing with the guide, I guess, is you're losing some of the surprise, but I found a pretty good one where it doesn't really tell you things that are happening. It's more like, just go here and click on this. So I didn't know I was going to get attacked by that guy. I actually missed a few things where you can get some more like DNA down in the lab or something. So I'm still getting a lot of the positives of being surprised, and whenever you get thrust into the action with a point and click, it's pretty exciting. And they've done it differently each time so far, so you don't know, like, would I be in danger? Is this something like I should have been faster to deal with? So I'm looking forward to playing some more. Thanks for watching. What a cool game. Bye.